Hey nerds, Bassquatch here. Welcome back to another video. I have a very exciting announcement before I get to fishing today. I am going to start selling some flies online. So if you guys want to get a hold of yours, leave a link in the description area for you guys to check out. There's not a whole lot of flies right now, but there are going to be some more to come. And actually all the flies I'm using today are ones that I've tied myself. So very excited for that. But today we are at the creek. It's early. I wanted to get here right at sunrise. We got here right at sunrise. So got a few different things planned. I got my fly rod. I've got a small spinning rod for inline rooster tails because we are going to be keeping some trout today, or we're going to attempt to keep some trout today. So if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a whole lot. Then leave me a comment. Let me know what sort of videos you guys want to see in the future. I've got a whole lot of stuff in store, but very excited to see what you guys want to do. But without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and load up, and we'll see you guys at the water. All right, right when we pulled up, I did see a flash in the water. Let me show you guys a couple of the flies that we're going to be throwing today. I have a foam hopper. This is the variant without the wing on it. So it's just a body piece of foam. Super simple to tie, but super effective. I love fishing foam hoppers, especially on a hopper dropper, which is what we're doing today. At the bottom here, see if I can clear it up. There we go. Look at that. Looks like a nice juicy snack. We're gonna go ahead and toss this stuff. Like I said, I've already seen a flash in the water, so with any luck, we'll pull into something pretty quick. These early mornings for trout, especially this time of year, could be your bread and butter. So we're just gonna drift, use my foam hopper as an indicator. This isn't exactly where I wanted to start, but like I said, I did already see a rise over here. So I wanna see if we can't get into some trout right off the bat, right at the car. That'd be pretty sweet. They did stock this fairly recently, so there should still be plenty of trout in here. Just need my nymph to get in the right spot. This nymph is so small too that I can't really see it in the water. I know it's in there, but can't see it all that well, so I have to rely on my strike indicator to tell me whether or not something's taking the fly. If it's close enough, like there's a trout I see right here. If I can get this drift right, and it isn't close enough, should be able to get this trout right here interested. But it keeps drifting behind this rock, the opposite way of the flow that I'm trying to get into. These shallower spots, I'm trying to hop the nymph over the rocks. I'm not trying to get it stuck before I even get to where the trout are. Now, there's a ton of creek chub in here too, so that's something we got to be mindful of. Some of the fish we see under here may not even be trout. We just had one. Now we're able to catch and keep 5, only 1 over 20. So I want to make these 5 count. I don't want to just keep the first 5 I catch, unless they're all really good size. Which the odds aren't amazing. It could happen. One of the bigger downfalls of this place is it receives a lot of pressure. People know about it. They know about the stocking reports. It gets fished pretty heavily, and it's been about a week since it was stocked, so definitely had its fair share of people already, I'm sure. Oh, I just got a little too excited. And okay, let's take the route we were planning on taking, because we will be back to this hole. I start right upstream, typically. Follow original game plan. We're gonna start at this larger hole that's right upstream, and then work back this direction and go downstream. Normally, I just keep trucking upstream, but I haven't done too much adventuring since they redid this place downstream, so I want to see how it's different, and 2, see what sort of holes. Oh man, this water is cold. Whew. This water's real cold. All right. With that being said, I may avoid the water as much as possible. I should anyways, but we're gonna make it a point since it's so darn cold. Let's get to this hole. All right, this hole was deeper once upon a time, so we're gonna have to fish it a little bit differently. Don't think the hopper dropper is gonna work. We're gonna have to swing the inline spinner through that current there. Which is exactly why I brought this. I don't have any of my streamer stuff with me. So if we're looking for anything that'll chase a fly, we're kind of out of luck because I didn't bring such a thing. Unfortunate part is I actually don't even see anything moving about. There's a pretty good hole here. It's changed a lot. This used to be a lot deeper, but it was that deep because there was some trash that was holding up the water. So they cleaned it up, which is good. Hole's not as deep, but it was still a pretty good spot for some trout. We're just gonna drift this nymph on through the water. And effectively what I'm doing with this hopper is that's my strike indicator now. But for you fellow fly fishermen, I know you guys know what it's like when a trout hits your strike indicator. You wish it had a hook, so that's what I did. I know a lot of people do it. I just think it's a really good idea because they may not hit my dry fly or my hopper, but at the same time they might. So I'd much rather have a hook on there. That could prepare me for such a situation. Make a few casts through here. So let the nymph do its thing. If we work all the way down to the point where I want to fish or where I want to end up and I don't get a single hit, we'll switch tactics working our way back up. Because I have some other flies to use as well. The other side of this rock turns into a pretty deep pocket. Should be another ideal spot where trout should be holding. You can see that's right next to this rock to get her drift moving in the right direction. Essentially want to go right in front of this log. Seeing very interested little itty bitty fish coming after my nymph. But we're not going for those guys. Want some nice sized trout. There we go. Got one brown. Nice. On a trout trip. Catches some trout. Let's get my hands wet and free this little dude. To me, he's still a little small to be keeping. So I'm gonna go ahead and free him instead. Nice beautiful brown though. Oh, he's a rainbow. I actually just saw the stripe. Nice rainbow trout. Let's go ahead and get a release on this guy. Let him grow. There he goes. There he goes. I did see a couple, so let's get back out there. See if there's a bigger one hanging around. Hanging out with his little buddies. So that was on my nymph. A little purple and chartreuse nymph with a wing case on it. Two little legs. Simple pattern, but it's effective, especially for these stock trout. What they really need is something that sticks out, something they could see. They're they grew up in a hatchery surrounded by other fish and competition for food, so you want something they all can see, and hopefully you get one that's interested, which in turn makes the rest of them very interested as well. So we have our plan of attack. Originally my game plan was to fish some dry flies early in the morning, but I didn't see any risers, didn't really see any bugs breaking surface on the water either. So through the hopper dropper, try to get under the water, which was a good idea because I'm actually noticing a whole lot of these fish are holding at the bottom. So if we want to be successful, we got to get in their feeding lanes. Ooh, I lost that one. I don't see it being very likely he'll hit again, but there are others hanging about right in the same spot. There we go. There we go. Man, they are feisty. Look at this guy. Another rainbow. Nice. You can tell they're stocks. He's got the mutated upper lip. Stop moving and I'll free you. Yeah, see, he's got that round upper lip. Nice, beautiful rainbow though. Let's go ahead and get a release on him. There he goes. It's not even the big one I was after. Got him. There we go. That's a better one. That's a much better one. This one is keepable. Looks like we got our first keeper. It's a nice little trout there. Actually, he's a little thin and torn up. Gosh, all these mutations from being a stock trout. Look at his fins. Doesn't have much for fins. But we're gonna go ahead and just release this guy instead. There he goes. There were several aggressive ones over it. Man, I found the hole for today. At least one of the holes where there's some trout. I did catch one off camera when I discovered that it was low on storage. There's another one. Little rainbow trout again. There we go. Another little rainbow trout. Get him on a release. There are actually, now that I've been standing here a while, not fishing, I do see a lot of pretty good sized trout hanging around here. There's another one. Dang, these guys are feisty. Understandably so, though. They got a hook right in their face. Chill. Okay. They keep barely getting hooked too, which is nice. Makes it a lot easier and quicker to release them. There we go. We got another one. I'm looking for ones that are. That one wasn't horrible. I probably could have kept that one, but I want some good ones. I want some really good ones. I gotta untangle this now real quick though before I make another cast out there. That's a big guy right there. Nice. This thing's flopping around. Ugh. Yeah, that's a good one. Dang it, they're also skinny. It's almost not worth keeping. Yeah, we're not keeping him. There he goes. Because I have seen bigger ones too. That one was good. Don't get me wrong. Lost that one. Long distance release. Man, we're just tearing him up over here. Ooh, we got a fighter. Nice strong guy. Oh, nice little guy. There he goes. Another one. This one's been the best fight so far. This one is not bad either. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It helps out a whole lot. But as I said in the intro, we are going to start selling some flies. They're not quite for sale yet, but they will be soon. I will let you guys know as soon as they are. Here's a sample of one of the ones that we tied and threw in today's video. It's a foam hopper. I throw a whole lot of these guys, so I decided to tie some for myself, and they will be available to you guys shortly. I would love to see who gets their hands on the first set of Bassquatch flies. But again, thank you guys for everything you do. But until next time, tight lines and keep on fishing.